Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Divya and I'll be your yoga instructor. I'm super excited that there are so many new folks here who have discovered my channel recently and are excited to dive into yoga both on and off the mat. So in this class series, we'll be on the mat, obviously, learning how to experience yoga through asana or posture, also meditation and pranayama as well at times. But for today's class, we'll be doing a 20-minute gentle holds and slow flow. The purpose of our practice today is to learn how to cultivate a really strong mind-muscle connection and experience that sense of union within ourselves. It's going to be a grounding practice. We're not going to break a sweat. So all you'll need is just your mat, maybe have some water nearby, and feel free to take any breaks that you need to, but we're gonna move really slowly and intentionally. I love teaching newer folks to yoga because there is such an opportunity to lay a strong foundation. So if that's you, I hope that this is a great first experience. All right, let's go ahead and start down on the mat. You can sit back on your knees or you can cross your ankles and take a seat in Sukhasana. Either way, I want you to find a comfortable position. So if you're newer to Sukhasana, you're just crossing your ankles in front of each other and letting your knees fall down where they may. You want to feel relaxed through the thighs and tall through the spine. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Two more like this. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. And on your third breath, go ahead and seal your lips. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. On your next inhale, I want you to reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, lengthening the spine away from the floor. On your exhale, keep this length, but soften through your thighs, through your belly. Let your knees get heavy and ground you. Two more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Last one on your own. What we're doing through this practice is learning how to keep the spine elongated and uplifted throughout anything we do. And I want you to keep this in mind throughout your practice. After that final breath, go ahead and relax and breathe normally. Just establishing a little bit of grounding, a little bit of presence, arriving in this moment, giving 100% of your attention to your practice. Flip the palms up. We'll start with a short series of spinal warm up. On the inhale, lift the arms out to the sides, slowly lifting the palms up and overhead, bringing the palms together at your top of your inhale. Reach the fingertips a little bit higher towards the ceiling, seeing if you can get a bit longer. On the exhale, flip the palms so they're facing outwards and press your hands down like you're pulling down on rubber bands. Feel your shoulders and your arm muscles engage all the way down. Nothing is ever passive in yoga. It's always active. Inhale. Well, there are some passive practices, but in this practice, we're staying active. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press down. Deep, intentional breath. The last one, inhale. Sip in your breath. Take your time. Let the pace of your breath match your movement. Exhale, press the hands down. Inhale, lift the palms up. This time on the exhale, the right fingertips come down lightly. Left fingertips reach up and over to the right hand side. Now, I want you to pay attention to something here. You're not collapsing onto your right side. The right side of your body stays uplifted and engaged. Light pressure on your fingertips. Focus more on reaching the left fingertips up and over to the right, pressing your left ribs to the left hand side. Slightly turn your chest open. Inhale back to center, reset. This time on the exhale, left fingertips come down, right fingertips reach up and over to the left. Same deal. Left side body stays active. Turn the right side of your chest open. Spine stays long. Try to relax your knees down towards the floor. All right, two more times like this. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Last round. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. This time on the exhale, we're going to turn the palms to face forward. Squeeze your elbows down into your sides towards your ribs. Cactusing the arms, lift your chest, lift your gaze up to the ceiling. Squeeze the elbows down and press your arms back so you feel your shoulder blades squeezing into each other. Inhale, lift back up. Elongate, lift. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders down. Last time, inhale. And exhale, squeeze. All right, last movement here. Inhale, lift up. And on the exhale, we're going to take a twist. You have the option to do this with arms open, so reaching the left hand forward, right hand behind you, fingertips reaching in opposite directions. Use your right hand to press the right shoulder open. Relax through the legs, keep the spine long. Other option here is to assist your twist. So use your left hand on the outside of your right knee, so twisting. Right fingertips come down with light pressure as you twist over the right shoulder, keeping them relaxed and away from the ears. Draw the navel in towards the spine to support your lower back. Inhale, reset back to center, palms touch overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, you have the option for an open twist. Left arm reaches back, right arm reaches forward, pressing through the left hand to twist. Or right fingertips come to the outside of the left knees. Left fingertips come down. Spine long, chest proud as you twist over the left shoulder. Inhale to center. We're going to go through this for 2 more rounds. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Wonderful. Inhale, center. And this time on the exhale, we're going to go ahead and bring the soles of our feet to touch, coming into Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. So bring the soles of your feet to touch and draw the heels as close to your body as you can, comfortably. You don't want to feel pain. From here, you can grab your shins, you can grab around your ankles, around your toes. If you like, interlace your fingers and wrap them underneath your feet to bind yourself closed. Inhale, reach the crown of the head nice and tall, and you can stay right here. Or as you exhale, start to bend the elbows, drawing the chest, not the crown of your head, not your forehead, the chest towards your toes. This helps to keep your spine long. And when you feel like you've reached your max, just go ahead and soften your spine. Relax the crown or the top of your head down towards the floor. The object isn't to touch the floor here, just to open up through the inner thighs and to open up through the back. 2 more breaths. Half the work in yoga is staying present with your breath. 1 more breath. Slowly unravel yourself. Plant the palms down onto your mat. Shift your knees underneath your hips. We're coming into tabletop pose or Balasana. For some of you, if this is newer, I'm going to quickly walk through the structure here. So we're going to press the tops of our feet into the mat. Press your palms, spread your fingertips wide and press your palms into the mat like you're resisting the earth. When you do this, you might notice that you feel your shoulder blades separating from each other rather than your chest sort of ducking down toward the floor. You're pressing it away, which when you do that, naturally your shoulder blades should move apart. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Untuck your tailbone so you're not flaring it up, you're not curving it down. It's just neutral. And gaze somewhere between your palms. Moving into our cat-cow. On the inhale, drop the belly, lift your gaze up towards the sky. And on your exhale, start by tucking your chin to your chest, press the mat away, hug the navel into the spine, and tuck your tailbone. What I find helps me here to accentuate the spinal movement a little bit is to really press my toes into the mat, helps me lift my spine a little bit more. Breath to movement. Inhale, open to cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale to cow. Still breathing through the nose. Exhale, cat. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. And this time on your exhale, press your hips back, soften the chest down towards the floor for child's pose, Balasana. Now, it's okay if your hips aren't touching your heels or not touching the floor. That's fine. It's okay. If you would like to get a little bit deeper and create more space, move your knees a little bit wider apart on the mat so your hips have a little bit more space. They still may not touch the floor, and that's fine. That's not really the purpose here. We're relaxing the spine, releasing the lower back down. I want the object of this posture for you to be how much can you relax and let go. Extend your arms forward, drop the belly, and just breathe. 2 more breaths here. Last one. Deep breath in and deep breath out. All right, on your next breath, I want you to press your fingertips into the mat. Really get strong through your hands here. Shift forward, tuck your toes, press your hips back for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We're going to be here for about 3 to 5 breaths, so get comfortable. Again, we're going to start with the Hasta Bandha, the hand bind. So spread your fingertips wide, even pick your fingertips up for a moment, and then gently press the finger pads down, drawing them back towards the center of your palm. This creates a suction cup-like effect, and it doesn't stop with the hand. I want you to energetically pull all the way up into your shoulders, taking some of that weight of your upper body into the larger muscles of your back so your hands don't feel the brunt of it. Release your gaze somewhere between your toes or your knees. Press your hips back. Draw the navel into the spine to support your lower back and let your head dangle. If you like, if this doesn't feel comfortable, you can also come down to your knees. All right, let's take 2 more breaths wherever we are. Deep inhale and exhale. Really continue to reach the heels down. They don't have to touch, but we want the stretch in the back of the calves. Last breath, inhale and exhale. All right, gaze forward. What we're going to do is slowly shift. You can also come to your knees here if you like. Slowly shift the right shin forward, coming into Pigeon Pose. Extend your left leg and release to the to the top of your foot, and keep your chest elevated here for active half pigeon. Ardha Raja Kapotasana. So before we lay ourselves down to get that juicy hip stretch, I want you to take a look at your right shin. A lot of people force this sort of perpendicular angle, but then what happens is their left hip is being forced into an angle it's not quite comfortable for, and then you end up having a really weird imbalance in the body. So just bring your heel as far down the mat as you need so that your left hip comfortably faces the floor. Both your hips are the same distance, and that can be where you are. From here, if it feels comfortable, come down to the forearms or all the way down to the forehead, and we'll be here for 3 breaths. Deep breath in and breath out. With each conscious exhale, we are giving our body and our muscles permission to release the grip. There's always a grip, always a tensing somewhere that with an exhale loosens just a little bit more. Exhale, give yourself permission to let go. Last breath in. Exhale, release. If you were lowered all the way down, gently press yourself back up to active half pigeon. And come back to downward facing dog or to your tabletop, whichever one feels more comfortable. Now let's do the left side. So go ahead and shift your left shin forward, extend the right leg long behind you. Take a moment to make any adjustments. So again, notice your right hip. It might feel different than the left because we tend to carry our body in different ways based on our ingrained sort of habits and patterns. So adjust the angle of your left shin so that your right hip has enough space to come down. Either staying here in active pigeon or start lowering yourself down to get into a deeper fold. Find somewhere that you're comfortable, and we'll be here for 3 breaths. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Remember, each exhale gives you permission to let go. Last breath here. Wherever you are, gently walk yourself back to active pigeon and press back to downward facing dog. Well done. We're going to shift to doing some seated postures now. So drop your knees, cross your ankles, take a seat, and extend your legs out long in front of you, feet flexed back towards you, spine nice and long. Lift your arms up nice and high, stretching the spine. And we're going to come forward into Paschimottanasana, or seated forward fold. Few options here. So as you reach forward, I want the objective to be keeping your spine as long and extended as possible. We do want opening through the hamstrings, but we don't want to force our spine down in the process. So start by extending your arms forward, reaching them, seeing how far your spine will allow you to go. When you feel like you've reached your max, soften. Let your hands fall wherever they might. Another option here is to bend your knees a little bit to give yourself a little bit more space, and then soften down. We're going to be here for 3 to 5 breaths. So settle in, get comfortable. Now, if you do want to reach for your toes, if you are able to touch them, feel free to grab around the outside edges of your feet to bind yourself in, or you can interlace your fingers and wrap them around your feet, again, to bind yourself in, whatever feels comfortable. Use each inhale as an opportunity to re-lengthen the spine, and exhales to soften. You should be able to comfortably breathe here. If you feel your breath catching, see if you can soften your spine just a little bit. There's always a balance of sthiram sukham asanam, or effort and ease in your posture. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale. Gently release your spine. Come back to sitting up. And we're going to take a seated twist now. Ardha Matsyendrasana, or half Lord of the Fishes pose. So go ahead and start by bending your left leg. Pull the heel towards your right glute. Take your right foot. You're going to cross it over the left knee. So you're in a little bit of a pretzel. Let me turn around and show you this way. So left knee is bent, left foot over near the right hip, right leg comes up and over the left. Okay, so you can start here. Few options for how we're going to twist. First of all, you want to continually keep both feet anchored down. If at any point your feet are lifting off, it's too much, slow down, come back to where we started. Both feet anchored. First option is to hug your right knee with your left elbow. Right fingertips come down behind you as you twist over the right shoulder. Always light pressure on the right hand. It's just there for balance. Spine long, gaze goes behind you. Other option, this is a little bit of a deeper twist, is to hook your left elbow behind your right knee. This gives you a bit of an anchor so you can drive deeper into the twist. Always pull the navel in towards your spine to engage your core muscles and support the low back. 2 more breaths here. Each inhale lengthens the spine, exhales to get a little bit deeper into your twist. At the bottom of that exhale, go ahead and unravel yourself, come back to center, and let's switch out the legs. So this time we're going to bend the right leg, bringing the heel towards your left glute. Bring the left foot up and over the right knee. Once you're here, plant both feet down into the mat. Take whichever twist feels good for you, either hooking your right elbow around your left knee hugging it, or hooking your right elbow behind the left knee. 3 deep breaths here. It's always interesting to observe where the breath catches in postures that challenge you, and use that as an opportunity to soften or to find release or try something new. Okay. At the bottom of your exhale, go ahead and gently unravel yourself, coming back to center. And we're going to end class kind of the way we started, with our bound angle posture. I'm going to show you from the side. That's how we're going to gently lower ourselves down. So starting with your soles of your feet, bring them together. Starting with a nice elongated spine, pull your chest down towards your feet, keeping the spine lengthened, and soften down. Just holding here for 2 quick breaths before we lower ourselves back to the mat. From here, feel free to use your hands behind you to gently lower your spine all the way down, maybe coming down to the forearms first, and then laying your head down for reclined bound angle pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. This will be our closing posture for today. It's nice to have gravity help press the knees open to get a little bit deeper into this opening posture. Feel free to have your right hand on the belly, left hand on the heart to reconnect with our breath as we end class. Deep belly breath in, feel the belly rise and open. Exhale, feel the belly empty. Feel free to start breathing out through the mouth here. Inhale through the nose. 3 more, inhale. Beautiful. When you're ready, use your hands to bring the knees together. Roll over to your right side, taking a brief moment in this fetal position before gently pressing yourself up to a seat. This is where we will conclude our practice today. I hope that you enjoyed this 20-minute gentle holds and slow flow. If this is your first class with me, I really hope that you enjoyed it and that you'll come back for more. And that's about it. This is our class for today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.